Hello, coin collectors out there. Welcome to the Big D Coins channel. Here on this channel, I share with you some coins that are part of my collection and give you a little bit of information about each of the coin and tell you why it's cool and why it's worth collecting. So you might have noticed in one of my earlier videos that I just made, I featured the 1936 wheat penny. This video is going to be kind of a summary video of a 1930, 1931, 1934, and 1935 wheat penny. I was going through my collection and I couldn't find my 32 and 33. I'm not sure why, but so those were not included in the video. So we'll get into the 1930 penny, starting right here at the top. Actually, I'm going to clear these ones out. Stick around and you'll see these as the video progresses. So the main thing when looking at these 1930 wheat pennies is that the value is really going to depend on the grading of the coin. As we'll talk about, there are many millions of these coins produced. So a lot of collectors have them and have been holding on to them for a while. So for it to be worth money, you'll kind of need it to be a error coin or for it to be in a great mint state condition, such as mint state condition 66, 67 plus, kind of in that range. And those coins have to be graded by a coin grading agency. But then once they do get graded by a coin grading agency, they can be worth a lot of money. So let's get into it and take a look through my coins here. Keep your eye out for any doubling errors, as that, as I said, would drastically increase the price of the coin. Now the obverse and the reverse of the coin is going to be standard throughout. This one right here is actually in great shape. In God we trust. It's a very nice looking coin right there. Now I don't have a white glove on or any kind of fancy equipment using here. It's a standard camera lens and not a microscope, just a zoomed in lens. And here's the third of my 1930s wheat penny. The next year up is going to be 1931. So let me introduce back the 31. So in 1930, a little bit of history about what was going on before we start flipping through this 1931 one right here. Herbert Hoover was the president. The vice president was Charles Curtis. Both of them were Republicans. One from California, the other from Kansas. Also, something very interesting that happened in 1930. The first cow to fly in an airplane and also the first cow to be milked in an airplane happened in February of 1930. So a very interesting and very trivial fact for you. A more meaningful fact, the Chrysler Building was completed in New York City. Okay, back to the coins and less about the history. So here we have the 1931. Your standard looking wheat penny right here. Do not notice any doubling of the lettering on this one, but if we did, that'd be pretty cool. Okay, up next is we have 4 pennies from 1934. Oh, I haven't been giving you the mintages, so let me run through those quickly. In 1931, there were 19 million wheat pennies made at the Philadelphia Mint, 4.4 million at the Denver Mint, and 866,000 at the old San Francisco Mint. And then in 1931, excuse me, that was 1931, 1934, the year that we're looking at right here, there were 219 million. Wow, there were a ton of these made at the Philadelphia Mint. There were 28 million made at the Denver Mint, and there were none made at the San Francisco Mint. So this one's got a reddish coloring to it, which is pretty interesting. It's also got some scratch marks across it, indicating that it's been cleaned, unfortunately. I can assure you that was not done by myself. Here's a real close look at the coin. Alright, here is the another one from 1934. That might be a little too close of a look. Let me zoom out for you. Here we go, back to the 34. This one's not in particularly great shape. It's hard to see the details there. Alright, back here, In God We Trust, 1934. Nothing too crazy going on there. And here is the last of my 1934s. Flip it over to see the reverse. So here is the reverse. Alright, so the last one we have is a whole stack of 1935s. So generally with most of my coins, the more coins I have, the more that were made. So in 1935, there were 245 million made at the Philadelphia and 47 million made at the Denver and 38 million made at the San Francisco. So they're back to making the San Francisco mint pennies in 1935. So this one's in particularly good condition. Unfortunately, no doubling that I can see. Here's the reverse. This one's in great shape as well. Now, if you look at the price of these on eBay, it seems to be they're going for around $1. Coin Trackers says the low price for these is 25 cents. But on eBay, when people are buying one particular coin, they tend to or selling one particular coin, they tend to kind of jack up the price a little bit. So that they can try and get more money for it than it's actually worth. Another fine looking 1935. Oh nice, we have a 1935S here. You can see the S at the bottom, indicating that it was made at the San Francisco Mint. And another San Francisco Mint. So to remind you, there were 245 million made at the Philly, only 38 million made at the San Francisco Mint. So these San Francisco Mint coins are going to be worth a little bit more than the regular coin. And here we are back to the Philadelphia Mint. This one's in very good shape as well. Now it's definitely not in a mint state condition. So it's not really worth sending it to PCGS or NGC for them to grade it. However, you can set it aside and keep it as part of your binder. A lot of people try and build the set registry coins. So what they'll do is they'll search for the best coin that they can get for each particular year. So they might try and build a set registry of wheat pennies that are graded kind of mint state 65 or better, or they might try and build a set registry of coins and just go for the best possible one that they can get. So that's very common, and also really drives up the prices of these more common coins for those that are in particularly great shape. So if someone's building a set registry of coins and there are only kind of a dozen known mint state 67 reds, then those Mint State 67 Reds are going to be worth a lot more money. So hopefully you enjoyed this sneak peek into the 1930s wheat pennies. If you're into coin collecting, please do check out some of the other coins that are on my channel. I've got a lot of them, so if you're into coin collecting, I'm sure you'll find something that you'll like. All right, enjoy. Take care, everyone. Bye.